To the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Check. Watch 54.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, the opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, defense.
Now Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now it's Breida. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! Here we go, D, get off the field.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. All the way down inside the 15-yard line. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
Here we go. To Pittsburgh. 54. Line 54. I got it.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Switch it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murph, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. D. Ford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Slam!
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180!
You ain't got nothing.
He's coming. Double up. Six.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part and got on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we Stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly.
That's right. Minus 50. Hey, tight that.
To throw again on second down. Murray, that'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 36 yards on the play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player.
Here we go.
No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray from midfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
12, fellas, here we go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very
The more a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Suggs. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Wait.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So and he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Clinton McDonald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Here we go. 180! 58, right there. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the 21.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On the return is Peterson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. Johnson's got it complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They'll be punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And whatever adjustments they made at intermission, they're working, because the first half they didn't look so hot. Now they seem to be clicking.
And you know me really well, partner. A lot of the time I like to downplay the idea of adjustments. Maybe it's just they executed better. But in this case, I think you're right on to something. They look so much sharper, so much better. They obviously saw something they needed to change, and they did exactly that.
Change is working right now. Now a pass hauled in downfield. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here we go. 21.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You got nothing.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Garoppolo on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On the ground, this is Johnson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
21.
Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.